Hello guys, trying to do this as quick as we can. I know last time I got a little bit long, so in fact I am going to start a timer right now. So we're going to go to Central Europe and we're going to be looking at Austria and Prussia, all right? And we're going to start with the 30 Years' War. Remember where we primarily looking? We're looking at Germany. Peace of Augsburg says German princes can choose to either be Catholic or Lutheran. And what's going to happen is the Catholics don't like the Lutherans. Lutherans don't like the Catholics, but they both don't like the Calvinists. The war is sparked by Ferdinand II, who is Catholic, foreign, and treated the Protestants badly. And the conflicts about power, who gets to control the area, who gets to have the land in the area, and whose God's a better God. Again, Lutherans, Catholics in Central Europe. In 1618, peasants revolt against Ferdinand II. 30-Year War, right? We did that. Hello, I'm Ferdinand II. Hey, Ferdinand, why the long face? This is the Habsburg family coat of arms. Here's the Austrian family coat of arms. Dominions of the House of Habsburg. Got Spain. All right. And where we're going to be looking today is in here. Just mentioned Bohemia. There's Austria. All right. Let's see if I can do this. Bohemia, Austria, Vienna. Their fingers are delicious. All right. Here's the current flag and coat of arms of Austria. Do you notice anything? Very, very similar. So at the beginning of the 30 Years' War, it's divided in two phases. The first half is the Hapsburg triumphs. All right, they're dominating. They are kicking tail and taking names for the first 12 years. Their troops plunder many German villages. But the second half of the year, the tide turns in favor of the Protestants, and the Protestants are able to win. They're happy. All right. What happens is you get this Peace of Westphalia. It basically ruins Germany. Their economy and it greatly decreases their population. The war did that. All right. The Peace of Westphalia ends the war. The treaty weakens the Habsburg, strengthens France. So France is happy. The Habsburgs are sad. And this is the first time we really see a significant negotiating the terms of peace, the way we see all the time. What is important is many people see this as the beginning of the modern states in Europe. The treaty recognized Europe as a group of independent states. You have France, you've got Germany, you've got Italy. Again, we've talked about this already. Remember, two phases. Phase one, they're winning. Phase two, they're losing. And what happens is early on, the Habsburgs bring in their people from Spain, they bring in the people from Austria, and they're winning. And they're able to beat all the Protestant princes. But the German, the Swedish Protestants, and Cardinal Richelieu and Cardinal Mazarin of France worked together to defeat the Habsburgs. Why would two Catholic Frenchmen gang up against the Habsburgs? Because of the German-French issues, and again, at least they're not Calvinists. 1648, Germany was devastated, weakened, strengthened, separated, ended the religious wars, introduced new. And this is the main point. No more Catholic Empire ruling over Europe, independent states for themselves. Economy in Central Europe still based on serfs and agriculture, several weak empires. All right? So that's why we went Spain, we went France, and we're going here last. The Ottoman and the Holy Roman Empires are falling. Who grows strong first? Austria, because of the Habsburgs. And what's interesting is a woman, Maria Theresa, inherits the throne, and she becomes the Empress of Austria and faces years of war. We just did this. This is the difference. Central Europe versus the West, versus Spain, and England. All right. It's pretty cool. The Habsburgs of Austria. Austria was the most powerful state in the Holy Roman Empire. Eventually, Habsburg's power went to Charles VI's oldest daughter's hands, Marie Theresa, who we talked about that, all right, and found herself in war with Prussia, the state to the north of Austria. Here she is. She's like, I want to go to war. Do you see the fire in my eyes? I don't know why I'm talking like that. So she fights Frederick William I. Again, notice he gets control of the nobility and created a tight military society. He cut off his son's best friend's head to make his son tough. His son eventually takes the throne as Frederick the Great. Notice it's another family. It's not the Habsburg, it's the Hohenzollern. They call themselves kings, become absolute monarch. Frederick the Great becomes the king of Prussia, enforces father military policies, but he softens some of the laws. So Prussia is on its way up. Austria is on its way up. Eventually, guess what? There's Frederick. He's like, I am Frederick the Great. All right, we already did all this. This is interesting. He was an atheist who disliked his wife and never had kids. I'm closer to you. I'm far away. I'm close. All right. Frederick the Great assumed he could beat up Maria Theresa because he's a boy and she's a girl. Sexist. Hashtag sexist. Battled Prussia for a while, but eventually lost. Eventually, both countries, Austria and Prussia, got involved in different alliances throughout Europe. And part of what happens is in 1740, Frederick starts a war against Austria to gain this piece of land. Maria Theresa resists, but loses Silesia in the treaty. After the result of the war, Prussia becomes a major power threat. This leads again to another war, the 7 Years' War. Austria allies with the French against Britain and Prussia. In 1756, Frederick attacks Saxony, launching the 7 Years' War. France loses colonies in North America. Britain, from this war, because of the alliances, is able to get India. What's important about the 7 Years' War, because of these alliances, who's on Prussia's side, who's on Austria's side, everyone got sucked in with the alliances, and it's like the first ever kind of world war. All right, guys, that's 5.3.